tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Meow, 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 meow.
Tweet, 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 tweet. Oh man, our intros are getting worse and worse and worse. They're pretty atrocious. Our Jamaica one last week was pretty bad, but this has got to be the worst.
But our badges are cool.
It's a brooch. This is a brooch made by a very top designer known around town as Scoops. And Scoops has given us away 2 of these wonderful brooches if we run a competition. And our competition is going to be thus.
Yes.
Our competition is... Leah, I don't know.
Please give us new suggestions on how to do our Big Brother intro for Big Brother Uncouth. Our show, Big Brother Uncouth with Leah Riley and Hyde Goon.
Yes.
We are running out of musical ideas and themes and we
Obviously.
need your help.
Yes. So
Give us a theme, a style, a singer, a band.
someone we can improvise from and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, we'll go for it. We need your help. So please
right
enter.
at the bottom of the website, which is bigbrotheruncouth.com.
If you're subscribing through iTunes, just take note of that website again.
bigbrotheruncouth.com.
It helps if you know the website when you try and say it.
Yeah, well, it's on the graphics at the bottom of the screen before. Leah.
See, we need help. We need desperate help.
Yeah.
So, win one of these very, very cool brooches.
Mouth plugs. Let's get straight into Big Brother.
Yeah, man.
It's been a very exciting week.
Oh, we cannot go any further without referring to the Gretel Mikey incident.
The incident.
Oh, lordy doodah day.
If you haven't seen it, get onto YouTube and you'll find it. It's fantastic. Mikey, obviously, Gretel gave Mikey a bit of a hard time, as she's wanted to do. And obviously, so much so that the producers of the show gave her a hard time and sort of said, no, you're being a bitch. Yeah. He's going to leave the show. You're out of line. Put yourself back in line, woman, and be nice. So the total backflip between her just being in your face.
But you've been great in the house. We've really enjoyed you in the house. But I've got a dual opinion.
But she kept cutting over the top, kept cutting over the top. So every time he said something, she was like, no. And the second time she's like, I want you to speak. No, I want you to speak. In fact, I want to give you a hug and touch you. Because, oh, God, we've been through so much together, haven't we, Mikey? We've been through so much. And yet now... Oh, we're just great. You're just part of the Big Brother family. I'm Gretel Clean.
Good night. I'm in 2 feelings about this, right? I have a love-hate relationship with Gretel. We've never met. No. But sometimes I really do. I dig her. And I've got to say, in this world of very manufactured presenters, and don't even get me started on this topic. Oh, please don't get me started. Anyway, she does give something new and sometimes a bit more honest, and she actually lets her own personal opinions through. It drives me nuts and I hate it, but I also respect her for it because there are not many people out there who will actually slide in their opinion on top of their interviewing skills or lack of interviewing skills, because you don't cut people off.
You never get a chance to really sort of exert your personality, except for Gretel.
By the way, I just wanted to say, I just tried it on you.
Quick, to the point.
Anyway, interesting. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? I feel mixed about it. Sometimes I go, what were you thinking, Gretel? But it's good TV.
Oh, so what's your opinion about Gretel Clean actually asserting her opinion on air? Everyone's entitled to her opinion.
Everyone's entitled to her opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I quite like the point that she made tonight, which was, I can't speak my mind anymore.
Oh, that's
because
right.
I'm too naughty.
I'm too naughty.
But hasn't Channel 10 really cashed in on this whole sort of...
Of course they have.
It's the most controversial episode. Gretel Colleen is so controversial. It's all controversial.
A world first.
Yeah, I know. I mean, freaking hell. I mean, they're really sort of sucking it for all it's worth. Or maybe they put it up to it.
No. She just gets a vendetta against people and that's it. But I was thinking tonight, does she have a vendetta against anybody else in that house? Would anyone else actually have that harder time on stage with her? And I don't think there's anyone else in the house she hates.
No, but at the same time, if Dino was out last week and the most controversial incident hadn't happened, maybe she would have gone hammer and tongs at Dino.
He was a bit like, he doesn't respect it.
He hates gays and he's a wife beater. And I'm using quote marks now that don't actually exist.
Settle, pedal.
He's hiding weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, Hired Goon is now the controversial host.
Yeah. Anyway, what would you say to Gretel if you saw her on the street? If Gretel came up to you and sort of said, "Oh, you're that evil queen that runs that uncouth website," what would you say to Gretel?
I say, Gretzky, you need a sidekick. Get me on there now. That's what I'd say.
Okay.
Hey, I've got a little comment from last week, just very quietly. There's a lot of rumours going around about Karen and Tim hooking up, right? So last year's Tim from Big Brother and Karen.
Of rumours going around.
Yeah. No, but interestingly, I forgot to mention this last week. Bad girl. There was rumours that she'd been shopping with Tim in Parramatta Westfields in Sydney on Friday. Mm-hmm. I was in Parramatta dining right near the Parramatta Riverside Theatres on Friday night for the opening of The Merchant of Venice by Belle Shakespeare, no plugs intended, touring Australia, 37 venues. Anyway,
to the point.
But I was sitting there having dinner and she walked past, listen to me, she walked past on her own, approximately 6:30, quarter to 7, walking away from any heart of action of Parramatta, walking into probably the depths of the dodgy area of Para.
Yep.
And on her own. Why was she walking away from Westfields with no one in tow, no entourage? She didn't get a cab. Look, it's important.
What? Sorry.
I'm just wondering.
You're going on again.
Wow.
You saw Karen walking along by herself. At a point, that was exciting. Move along.
Anyone else think that was interesting? I do.
Yeah. You saw Karen in Parramatta.
Okay.
That's exciting.
Skipping forward.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Hide goon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
not that interesting.
What's been interesting this week is I think this week in the Big Brother house has what's the opposite to escalated?
Desclinated.
Desclinated. It's desclinated into glorified high school romance.
Yeah.
You know when you're in high school and he said, she said, and do you like him, or do you want to go with him, or maybe I like him more, blah, blah, blah. It's like they are high school students who are just out of high school. They've just gone into uni, so they think they're mature, but they're still gossiping, and it's the most weird thing, don't you think? They're all like, they're back in high school again.
There's nothing wrong with actually migrating or moving on from high school to university to all those people that are watching, that you're in that phase of their life. You know, we respect your opinions and your thoughts, opinions, but stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, it is quite weird that, you know, it's now devolved. Maybe that's the word we're looking for. To the point where everyone has to have a relationship now. I mean, like Crystal and Galen now have to be together. I mean, has it gotten to the stage where, you know, this is a sinking ship, we're all going to die? You start doing the looking around. Well, if we are the last human beings on Earth, who am I going to pair up with?
It's like Poseidon.
It's like Poseidon. Maybe it's some kind of hook in to the show, to the movie. It's a movie
do a Poseidon special.
Crystal and Galen are going down under the water.
No, they're going to turn the house upside down.
Yeah.
In order to escape up.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Okay.
Very clever.
Anyway,
but it's just turning into a pash fest, a spa pash frenzy, a spin the bottle pash frenzy.
Spin the bottle. Let's talk about that for a while.
Who pashed everyone?
Camilla won the pash fest.
She did. She decided to pash all the girls and all the boys.
And the boys.
Kiss the boys.
Look
so that's
on your
great.
tongue. Good on you, girl.
Yeah.
Good
Plenty
on
of
you.
material for Monday night's
oh, yes.
hot and raunchy show.
No, sure.
You see boys pash boys.
Now,
You see girls pash girls.
I think what's really cute that in the rewards room when Katie chose young Jamie to go into the rewards room with her.
Yeah.
Very funny how they did the whole little exchange about girls are winning and that the only way the guys get in is being invited in by a girl because the girls keep winning Friday Night Live.
Twice.
Yeah.
They
Well,
won
you know,
twice.
it was kind of funny. It's cute.
Boys won 3 times in a row before that.
Yeah, but it's significant
Hardly a
because the
run.
girls keep getting
Hardly a
voted
run.
out by the public. Stop voting out the girls.
Yeah. Stop voting out the vote.
But what was very interesting about the rewards room is Kamoko.
Kamuka.
Well-
You're calling it Kamita last time.
But the good point is no one in
Kamuka.
the Big Brother house can actually say it properly, and maybe that's why they've withdrawn their prize.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
There's
they've
no more holiday.
they've given it away to all the people that have left the house. Though now.
No, but no one won it in the rewards room. Do they have
No.
a quota? Is there a quota system now? I'm going to sneeze. If I sneeze, I apologise.
I've been on to a Kamuka tour, and I'd have to say that they are a fantastic experience.
And if we were to go on a
Kamuka tour.
Kamuka tour, we would definitely do a show about it.
Yeah. In fact, if there are any other sponsors out there that would like to sponsor this show, like Kamuka.
And do you know what else? We've got a toasty machine, so we could so toast a twister right now.
You can't beat that taste.
You can't.
You really can't beat that taste.
No.
You can't beat it. You can't beat it. And really, the scooter people want one. So want a scooter.
Hired
we'll have a
goon.
scooter. Park
No.
it right here
You don't
in the
understand.
back. And
Hired
we'll
goon
support you. Go, yay for scooters.
Would
yay for
pash
scooters."
the scooter just for you.
I'd pash.
He would.
I'd pash any boy in the house for a scooter,
Yeah, it's true.
and
He
any
would.
girl,
Even Ashley.
or Jade.
Neanderthal man.
Yeah, I'd pash
Jade's not
a
in the
ninja.
house anymore. He'd pash a ninja.
I'd pash a ninja.
Yeah, speaking of ninja, guess what?
What?
I'm going into the Big Brother house.
How are you going to get
wait.
in?
You hold some time.
I'm quite interested to know how you plan on getting into the house, because there are big walls. People
as
have tried
long as you
before.
look like this, you can go into the Big Brother house if you look like this.
A burqa. If you're going with a burqa, you'll get.
I can go in with a camera and they'll let me in like this.
Oh, a ninja!
Yeah!
A ninja. Go in as a ninja.
So fast!
Leah!
So fast!
Leah Riley asks, how can you get to the Big Brother house? Well, maybe I'll go into the side, go into the roof, get dressed up with the kind of a thing, and the spiders coming down with spider, shing, 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 shing.
We're devolving this episode into some hideous, ill-maligned
let's
webcast.
move on.
I want to talk about Jade.
Yes, let's talk about Jade.
Jade, thank God she's gone.
Oh,
I mean, everyone felt
Jadey.
sorry for Jade in the end, because she is that person in school that no one seems to be able to get along with. No one seems to want to be around them. We all work with people like that. We all socialise with people like that. There's always one person that you just never really feel like you can bond with them, because they're just so painfully trying to make friends with you that they come across as awkward and trying too hard.
Interestingly, she had nothing interesting even within her insider tasks. She bowed out very quickly for singing for a day, and then when it came to the love, she did it so subtly. She pulled people aside, and there was no excitement in the insider task.
Yep, but I actually probably think that's probably more due to the fact that Big Brother, as part of the backlash from their reaction that Mikey obviously,
Oh, exactly. They
disrupted
didn't want
the
to be
house.
hardcore.
They didn't want to be hardcore. They wanted to be softly, and therefore I think the tasks that they gave her were quite watered down, so they didn't offend anyone. But in doing so, all it did was seem to water down Jade's personality even further. They obviously gave her tasks because they saw that she was not integrating well enough with the house. They gave her tasks to say, here's an excuse and an opportunity for you to try and form a relationship with these people.
And did you also notice that they were trying very hard to isolate her even in the voting? Right down to the last wire, they did a two package, and left Jade on her own. Nice big full screen. You can read the numbers to vote for her even more so. Interesting.
No one voted to save her. No one voted to save her. I mean, that's quite telling. That's an interesting statistic this year.
I would call it interesting.
No. Interesting statistic, because not many people actually voted her out, wanted her out, but no one voted her in.
Yeah, good point.
No one gave her the save
fair
point.
enough.
That's what I think is interesting about
I'm sick of talking about Jade, whatever, she's gone.
Why? But she's so out there.
No, I don't want to
she's
talk
out there.
Yeah, she's so opinionated. How about the fact they have no manners whatsoever? They so failed the task this week. It was hilarious. Eve, did you see the shots of Katie eating off the bone?
It was great.
At the fancy dinner. And
animals.
John was eating with his hands and stuff. Look, they so could have won that task if they put their mind to it and had a good budget. And as was rightly put by someone in the house, they're going to Rob. They're going to be the first ones to complain when they don't have enough food next week.
Yes.
Now, can we move on to Gretel and her outfit tonight?
I think we're back to Gretel again.
Please.
Why are we coming back to Gretel again?
What was she wearing? We have to talk. It's mandatory to talk about her outfit.
Okay. Right, talk away.
She looked like a court jester / herald of the court /
all these people that go...
And she had cowboy boots on. I loved her last week in the red dress. Very big fan. Thought she was gorgeous. But this week,
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
What?
I think she's pregnant.
What?
I think she's pregnant.
What?
Well, I mean,
To Saxon?
No, of course not. No.
Tim.
Yeah, Tim. That's right. Tim's just refusing. He's not having a relationship with anyone. That's right.
Oh.
In fact, I would like to point out.
Yes.
I've been accused of having had a relationship with someone inside the house. Now,
you have.
I just want to make it very, very clear that I have not had a relationship with Elise at all, and I'm sick and tired of papers haranguing me saying that I have a relationship.
Because she's not even out of the house yet.
Well,
I don't understand. She's
when I
still
live my
there.
life as another ninja. Anyway, look, I'm sick and tired of, and it's not a publicity stunt. I don't want people to be writing articles about that I've had a secret relationship, with Elise. It's just out of the question. I deny everything wholeheartedly. But maybe Gretel is pregnant, because all the dresses or the outfits she's been wearing have been very figure hiding. Hiding.
The red dress was a little bit figure hugging.
No, but you saw it. It was all pretty square up. There weren't a lot of
square up. That's a technical fashion term.
Square up. Okay.
Square up.
There was no.
Everybody, sir.
There was no. God, that was awful. There was no hips. There was no waist. It was all straight up, straight down.
Oh.
She might as well have been wearing
Well, can I go one step further?
I think you will always.
Maybe she's a man.
I don't think she's a man.
Okay. I don't know either.
I don't think she's
know
a
either.
man.
She reacts too badly. Look, I would like to point out a few things. I've learnt some lessons this week from Big Brother.
Yeah.
I've learnt some very big lessons. I'd share them with you.
What have you
learned?
learned?
And for the person who, you remember when you said me looking down the time was bad? I've moved my notebook. It's very exciting.
Yeah, that person on the Behind Big Brother forums.
Yeah, no, it's okay. No, I like feedback. And
It was unprofessional, Leah. Unprofessional, you
and
looking down like that to your notes.
And I've made a difference. I just looked down slightly like this.
High budget production with or no auto cue.
We're hot.
Yeah. And you're about to
We're
say...
not ugly. Okay, I've learned a few things. We know that Dave said he's the token farmer and the token gay guy.
Yes.
And you know what Rob is?
He's the token gay hairdresser?
He's the token hairdresser. One must always have a hairdresser inside the Big Brother house because otherwise how do people change their look?
Who else has been a hairdresser?
There's been other token hairdressers.
Who?
I can't remember off the top of my head right now because I'm involved in this Big Brother, not last season's right now.
Oh, that's right.
My head is
we don't,
with this Big Brother.
We don't talk about the last season.
I can't talk about last season. I can't. My brain can't handle it.
That's a $5,000 fine, Leah Riley, for having brought up.
Hairdresser is very important, and that is what he is. And I also learned from Dave something very important.
What did you learn from Dave?
Glass placement when you're doing a proper setting. Port, water, red wine, white wine. I didn't know that. Now I know. Thank you, David. Thank you.
So wouldn't it go the other way though? Because it would actually go white wine, red wine, water, port.
David told me it was port, water, red wine, white, and I'm listening to David.
It's not too sophisticated.
I also learned something very important from Crystal this week.
Mm-hmm. What was that?
Bigger hair, smaller hips. Girls, there's something in that for all of us. Bigger hair, smaller hips. So the higher you put your hair up, I'm gonna go. Hang on. Ready?
Welcome to the wonderful world of the internet.
Look.
Wow.
My hips look smaller.
Oh my God, where have they gone?
Hang on, look.
Oh my God, Leah, it's like you've lost
Slimming.
2 sizes or something.
See, it's amazing. And I look hot.
Oh, look at that. That's all you need is that, Egyptian
Actually,
look and you're halfway there.
Do you know whose hair I look like? Did anyone look at Jade's hair tonight on the eviction show? She looked like she had a cockroach on the back of her head. Like, she had this massive cockroach. Did you see it? It was like this big thing and it was a cockroach.
I like Jade's hair tonight.
Hang on, I'll let my hair down. I'll lay my hair down. I'm going crazy. And I think that's all I learnt. And I learnt that when Jade gets nervous, she gets a lisp. Did you notice that?
I thought she always had a lisp.
No, I think it was more pronounced on the stage.
I think the whole time she'd had the lisp.
She was nervous.
I'm going to do the rest of the episode with a lisp.
Can I also
I'm a little bit nervous now.
How did Galen get his scar on his cheek? Was that from Friday Night Live?
Maybe it was from Friday Night Games. Maybe it was just Crystal's boobs. Just
or
crossing paths.
Crystal's like, I love you.
I mean, I don't want to hark on the whole sort of Crystal Galen thing, but does it just seem so perverse?
No, it does. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Really quite, they're quite desperate.
Stop talking
to go for each other, and I just find it quite desperate. The Jamie and Katie situation. Once again, she's turning into a bunny boiler. She's turned into a bunny boiler once again.
She did.
And I don't know how. And Jamie, man, look. I'm voting Jamie for Man of the Year.
He is Man of the Year. He's amazing.
Man of the Year.
He's amazing.
The way he puts up with that woman,
she's
he
just
puts
a bit
up
insecure.
She's
just a little bit insecure. That's all. She's young.
He puts up with that woman, and a weaker man would have let that thing go a long time ago.
He is gorgeous.
You start going, well, she's pretty, she's nice, she's got a good heart. But, oh man, she shits me.
Yeah.
So he's a very big man.
He's a sweetheart. Let's just end off our episode. I've got a little. Is there going to be a new insider? Are they going to bother with this anymore? It was a fizzer with Jade. It worked too well with Mikey. Yep. What's next?
They might do, but they have to sort of certainly step up the insidedness of what's going on. I wonder if there's too much sunbathing going on. I wonder if the Cancer Council Foundation, Cancer Council have called up Big Brother and sort of said, hey, these guys are spending too much time outside. Give them a task. Get them to play chess or checkers inside because John is black.
He's like a...
He's black.
He's very tan.
He's to a cinder. I mean, sure, we're white. We're so white. That's because we don't get out into the sun. But they sunbathe all day long. That's all they do. I'm surprised they don't get onto that.
Next week,
Camilla's. Hang on, it's one other thing we talk about. Camilla's nomination, which is in the little boxes, the little Rubik's cubes they have floating around, where they've got the little animation lips.
Yeah, like this.
Look an eye out for Camilla because she's got this grimace on her face.
Oh, is she advertising for McDonald's?
I don't know what. That's right. Grimace and a hamburger. Get it? KFC, sorry. Yeah, I just find that quite interesting. And other things I had to talk about were Underneath the Radar this week. Underneath the Radar. What an awful nomination special thing from last week. But I think this week, Ashley, Claire. Where have they gone? Ashley particularly, he's had the hairdo. He's gone back underneath the radar again.
Hasn't he just?
So yeah, Ashley, Claire and Elise, definitely Underneath the Radar. And that's pretty much it.
And next week, let's just do a little flash forward to next week when we have an eviction special.
Oh, okay.
Ready? What?
Yes, on today's episode we have a special guest, and that is Mikey. Mikey, how's it being out of the house?
I resent what you're saying to me.
Hey, whoa.
I wasn't like that in the house at all.
Hey, look, when you talk to me like that, you talk to everyone here at Big Brother Uncouth.
I just want to say
I represent everyone.
You keep cutting me off.
You keep coming
Stop
in
cutting
here
me
with your...
Yeah, we're awesome, high tech, and big guests.
We're uncouth.
We are
and
definitely
we are
uncouth.
Lame.
Lame.